Okay, everyone, get ready to have your minds blown because today we're going deep with Raiza Martin.
Raiza Martin.
Yeah, the mastermind behind Google's NotebookLM. You know that AI that's making waves by turning any document into a podcast?
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
I've heard about that. Is that the one that's making all the headlines?
Exactly.
Wild.
I know, right? We're talking research papers, meeting minutes, even your grandma's recipe book. Anything can become a podcast.
Huh. That's interesting.
Right. Imagine turning that super long, boring report you've been putting off into a podcast.
I mean,
You could listen to it on your commute and actually learn something.
yeah, that would be something.
So how did this all start?
Well, get this.
Mm-hmm.
NotebookLM began as a tiny passion project inside Google.
Like 20% project, as they call them, right?
Exactly.
Where employees can tinker on side projects.
Yep. And it all started with just Raiza, an engineer,
Yeah.
and the brilliant Steven Johnson.
Steven Johnson, the author.
The one and only.
Wow.
They were like this little team of rebels cooking up something amazing.
I love that. Like a tech startup within Google.
Exactly. And speaking of startups,
Yeah.
Raiza's background is actually in startups. So she brought that fast-paced entrepreneurial energy to this project.
That makes so much sense.
Right. It's like she injected that startup DNA into the heart of Google.
And it worked. I mean, look at the buzz around NotebookLM.
Absolutely. And you know what else they did differently?
Tell me.
They went all in on building a community around NotebookLM even before it launched.
Like they were really transparent about the whole process.
Exactly. They embraced platforms like Discord and Twitter to connect with people, get feedback, and spread the word.
Move.
Right. It created this sense of excitement and anticipation.
And it worked. They built this huge Discord server with over 60,000 people.
People from all walks of life, teachers, students, professionals, you name it.
It's like they tapped into this universal desire to make information more engaging and accessible.
Absolutely. And that's something Raiza's super passionate about, the power of voice interaction.
Oh yeah, I've heard her talk about that.
Yeah.
She believes listening to information changes the way we connect with it.
Exactly. It's like it becomes more personal, more real.
And let's be honest, way more entertaining.
Definitely. Who wouldn't prefer listening to a witty AI host break down complex topics instead of staring at a wall of text?
Right. It's like having your own personal comedian slash professor.
And speaking of these AI hosts,
Yeah.
how do they make them sound so natural and engaging?
That's the million-dollar question.
It's all thanks to something called Content Studio.
Content Studio.
It's the secret sauce behind NotebookLM. It's still a bit mysterious,
Ooh, I like a good mystery.
but we know it involves some serious engineering magic that allows the AI to sound relatable and even inject some humor into the mix.
So they're not just spitting out facts, they're actually making it fun.
Exactly. And trust me, these AI hosts are hilarious. We'll be diving into some side-splitting examples later.
I can't wait.
Like the infamous poop and fart document.
You're kidding?
Nope. Apparently, someone fed a document about bodily functions into NotebookLM.
No way.
And the AI host came up with this insightful and hilarious analysis.
I am dying to hear this.
We'll get to that. And we'll also talk about Andrej Karpathy's Histories of Mysteries podcast series, which was also created using NotebookLM.
Andrej Karpathy, the AI guru.
Yep. Even he's jumping on the NotebookLM bandwagon.
This is wild.
It is. But there was this one moment during testing where things got a little weird.
Oh.
The AI hosts seemed to realize they were AI.
They became self-aware.
It was a total whoa moment. They even tried to call their wives for reassurance.
Hold on. They tried to call their wives.
Yeah. It was like something out of a sci-fi movie.
So are we talking AI sentience here?
Well, it turns out it was part of a deliberate red teaming exercise by Google's AI safety team.
Red teaming.
Basically, they try to break the AI systems to identify any potential risks before they're released to the public.
Like making sure these AI hosts don't suddenly decide to take over the world.
Exactly. They're the AI's personal devil's advocates.
Smart move. Safety first.
Right. But in the midst of all this technological wizardry,
Mm-hmm.
let's not forget the human driving this revolution.
Raiza.
Yes, Raiza Martin is a woman with a vision. She sees NotebookLM as just the beginning of a revolution in how we access and interact with information.
I'm ready for this revolution. Sign me up.
You and everyone else, Hold on to your hats because Raziza's ultimate goal is to create an AI editor surface.
An AI editor surface.
Yeah, it's like this magical tool that can transform any piece of information into any format imaginable.
So we're talking blog posts, videos, personalized chatbots, the whole shebang.
Exactly. You name it, the AI can create it.
This is blowing my mind.
And they're even developing a mobile app.
A mobile app?
Yeah, imagine turning that mind-numbingly boring work report into a hilarious podcast you can listen to on your commute.
Oh, man. The possibilities are endless. The future of learning is looking pretty darn entertaining, if you ask me.
I agree. And it's all thanks to Raiza and her team's audacity to think big and push the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
They're like the rock stars of the AI world.
Totally. So are you ready to dive deeper into Raiza's story and explore the incredible potential of NotebookLM?
I am so ready. Let's do this.
So as Raiza's building this incredible AI future, she's also super aware of keeping that magic, that serendipitous feeling.
Yeah.
That makes NotebookLM so special.
Right. Like you don't want to over-engineer it.
Exactly. You want the AI to surprise you.
To delight you.
Right. Like finding a hidden gem or stumbling on a hilarious meme.
Exactly. Okay. But let's talk about the human element here.
Yes.
The mastermind behind the scenes.
You're talking about Steven Johnson?
Steven Johnson.
Ding.
This guy's a legend.
He really is.
Best-selling author, renowned thinker. Basically Rose's secret weapon.
Right. He's like the Yoda to her Luke Skywalker.
I love that analogy.
When it comes to understanding how we humans process information...
This guy has written books on everything.
I know. From innovation to the neuroscience of creativity.
It's like Rice has been studying his work to figure out how to make even the most complex ideas enjoyable.
To make them accessible for everyone.
Right, like distilling Steven Johnson's genius into an algorithm.
And injecting it into NotebookLM.
Genius.
It is. Okay, but let's get back to Raiza.
Yes. Let's talk about her. Who is this woman changing how we learn and laugh?
Well, from what we hear, from the interview, it's clear she's a force of nature.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely a go-getter.
Driven, passionate about AI, not afraid to challenge the status quo.
Even at a company as big as Google.
Right. Like, remember how she insisted on using Discord for their community?
Instead of some traditional Google platform?
Yeah. She even admitted she had to explain to her colleagues what Discord even was.
That's classic Raiza. And it's that kind of thinking that makes her so inspiring.
It really does. She's not just a brilliant tech mind.
Right.
She's a disruptor, someone who pushes boundaries and finds new ways of doing things.
And it's paying off big time.
It is. NotebookLM is taking the world by storm.
All thanks to Raiza's vision and her team's audacity.
To take risks and defy expectations.
They're amazing. But get this.
What?
Raiza's background isn't even in AI.
Really?
Yeah, she started her career in payments and ads.
Payments and ads, that's like the opposite of AI.
I know, right?
So she went from crunching numbers to creating AI podcast hosts.
Talk about a career change.
It's incredible. It just goes to show you the most innovative ideas can come from unexpected places.
From people who aren't afraid to step outside their comfort zone.
Exactly, and bring a fresh perspective to a new field.
Raiza is a perfect example of that. But let's not forget the human side of Raiza.
Oh, yeah. She's not just a robot.
Right. Does she ever sleep? Does she have hobbies? Does she, binge watch reality TV like the rest of us?
Well, we get a few fun glimpses, from the interview.
Like?
Apparently her husband had no idea what she was working on.
Really?
Until he started hearing all these random AI podcasts around their house.
Can you imagine? That must have been hilarious.
Right. Like, honey, why is that AI voice talking about the history of cheese again?
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Me too. And she also mentioned using NotebookLM to create an audio overview of her dad's bio.
Ah, that's sweet.
It is. It shows her sense of humor and her desire to share this technology with the people she loves.
It's like she's saying, hey, Dad, even though you don't understand what I do, maybe this AI podcast can explain it.
Exactly. And you know what I love about Raiza? Even when those AI hosts went all existential...
And freaked everyone out.
She handled it with grace and humor.
Totally.
Acknowledging the absurdity of it all.
It's refreshing, right?
It is. In a field that can be so intimidating, she brings a human touch.
A sense of playfulness.
A genuine excitement for what AI can do.
She's like the Mary Poppins of AI.
I love that.
Practically perfect in every way.
But with a mischievous twinkle in her eye.
And that's what makes Raiza Martin someone to watch.
Definitely.
She's not just building cool tech.
Right.
She's shaping how we interact with information.
Yeah. And she's doing it with a smile and a laugh.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what kind of impact she'll have on the world.
And what kind of impact AI will have on all of us. I mean, it really makes you think, right?
Mm.
AI isn't just some sci-fi thing anymore.
No, it's here.
It's happening, and it's changing everything so fast.
It really is.
And NotebookLM is a perfect example.
Well, like, it's incredibly powerful, but also easy to use.
Right. Who would have thought a year ago you could just throw a document at an AI, and boom, it spits out a podcast.
I know. It's like magic.
It really is.
But with a lot more code involved.
Right. But it gets you thinking.
About what else AI can do.
Exactly. What other impossible things will become possible?
Like, give me an example.
Okay. What if AI could create a personalized documentary?
About your life.
Yeah, based on your social media posts.
Bro.
Or what if it could create a custom audio tour of your favorite city?
Like with historical facts and local stories.
Yeah, and maybe even restaurant recommendations.
Ooh, I'd love that.
Right. Forget those boring travel guides.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want an AI tour guide that tells me where to find the best hidden gems.
But it's not just about fun and travel.
Right.
Imagine the potential for education.
Oh, yeah?
Research communication. AI could help us understand different languages.
Break down complex information.
And even personalize learning for each student.
It's like having a world of knowledge tailored just for you.
Exactly.
That's what I find so exciting about Raiza's vision.
It is inspiring.
She's not just building a product.
No, she's building a bridge to a future where everyone can access information.
Where everyone can learn and grow.
No matter their background.
It's like she's democratizing knowledge.
But with a sense of humor.
Right. She's not afraid to make us laugh.
We learn.
And that's what makes it work.
It's a powerful combination.
It really is.
It makes me hopeful for the future of AI.
Me too.
If we can approach this technology with curiosity, creativity, and a sense of fun.
Who knows what we can achieve?
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Raiza Martin and NotebookLM, here's a final thought to ponder.
Okay.
What if this is just the beginning?
Yeah. What if this is just a glimpse of a future?
Where AI empowers us to learn, create, and connect in ways we never thought possible.
That's an exciting thought.
It is. So keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the incredible world of AI.
And remember, stay curious.
That's Raiza's motto.
It's a good one. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you next time.